Morning folks, this is Duncan from overlandrider.com and we are just going to have a quick look at the Bumot Xtremada Pannier set for the T700. So this video is literally mostly just a bit of a quick walk around and a look at how these sit on the bike and what they look like to use. So one of the first things I bought for my T700 were the racks, and these are the Bumot racks. As you can see, they've got the side grab handles already built into them, and I also went for the toolbox which sits right in there. So it's quite a handy little setup because you've got the rack, you've got some protection for the bike, you've got that toolbox right there, and of course then you've got them as their intended use as pannier racks. You can see here, if we just look down here, you can see there's the locking mechanisms. I've got the key in that one so I don't look like an idiot trying to find the key when we're going to open it. And what I'm going to do is just walk around and we'll show you that mechanism first of all. So there it is. We've got to just twist the key, and what happens then is that latch will just lift up like that. It's a good sturdy mechanism. If you look at it, very sturdy mechanism. Very pleased with that. And that will then allow you then just to take hold of it, pull it, and it just pulls off. So you can attach these panniers in literally 20 seconds and lock them straight onto the bike. And that was one of the reasons why I liked these, because previously I've kind of strapped some old sports bags and stuff to the side of the bike, but I'm getting a little older. I feel like a bit more comfort nowadays, and these should supply that. So let's have a quick look now. We're going to put that mechanism back down, lock it so I don't accidentally pull the damn thing off. There we go. Let's have a look at the bag itself. So if we look at these are the straps, the two closing straps. As you can see, they go together with a good old clunk. They're nice, they're strong, kind of military feel to them, which is great. And then I'm going to see if I can now open that bag up whilst I'm holding the camera or the phone. I'll probably just end up pulling the bike from me in a second, but there we go. So this open, as you can see, look like a dry bag. If you've seen part one of this review, you'll have seen the pictures of this. And so this is basically, they're very simple. They work as a dry bag. So in there you've got quite a good amount of space. I think we've got about 30 to 35 litres space in each one. Inside, let's pull that one out. You've got this secondary dry bag liner. So that's the liner. That's probably the weak part of these panniers, I would say. If there is one, it would be that dry bag there. To me, in fairness, it looks like it should work. However, what I'm told is when it's packed up, the fit's not perfect, and there has been reports of them leaking. We'll find out myself, like on the European tour that's coming up soon in June, July. So I'll revisit and post a third part to this review where I can actually give you proper real life experience of a couple of weeks on the road in Europe, and I suspect that one or two of those days will contain rain. If they don't, I'm sure there'll be plenty as I return to the UK. So again, it's looking inside here. You can see it's all riveted. The bottoms are a hard form of plastic. I guess it's probably HDPE, but it's sturdy. And the quality of these bags does seem to me spot on. So that is really what I want to show you with regards to these bags. It was just a quick walk around, give you an idea of what they look like, and I'll put that back together in a second. So these are the Bumot Xtremadas. They're in a Cordura fabric. You can see the little label actually right there, but this is a strong ballistic kind of nylon fabric. I'd rate it, I've got several bags in this kind of fabric, and this is a good quality version of that fabric as well. So they've done well with this. You've got little side straps here, pull ties, etc. for pulling everything in once you've packed it or unpacked it. What I do like is they've actually got quite a low profile to these. They're fairly slim. They don't really stick out too much from the bike when they're not loaded with a load of stuff, at least. And so I had it in my head that I would just keep these stored away until I actually need them, but to be honest with you, they're really not a problem, so I've just left them on the bike, and that's quite handy. So there we go. Bumot or Bumot Xtremada V2s. These are V2. Why are they called V2s? I believe there's one change been made from the last set to this new set, and that is to do with the locks, the locking mechanism. I believe that Bumot could not get the V1 locking mechanisms anymore and were forced to change the locks. That's a bit of a pity, because it's resulted in no longer being able to have one key to fit the toolbox and the panniers. It used to be that they would send you a set which had the same lock on as the toolbox, but that apparently now is no longer possible. If you've got a V1 toolbox and you end up with V2 panniers, then the locks are different, so you'll require 2 keys instead of 1. Not a big deal for me, to be honest with you, and I've got that many keys on the damn chain now anyway. Really makes no difference. But yeah, that's the only difference, I believe, between V1 and V2. So this is Duncan from overlandrider.com. If you've enjoyed this video, if you found it useful in any way, shape or form, then please do subscribe to the channel, give us a quick like, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for looking. Bye bye.